CIS side, and for forZe starting on the T side, their pistol begins with a top mid smoke.
Yeah, but now forZe, they're making their way out fast onto this B site, and Shane gets stinked early but stays alive. Sui and MHL, they're bagging all the frags required, and there has been one player to slip the gun. That is Jerry. This is the opening opportunity, but eventually deals with Shane. Jerry finds one more. They're still going here, but out of ammo. Jerry will find himself, and Yimfat catches Shane.
And that AWP versus AWP duel goes in the way of the CIS side. Zorta, he's going to pick up his first kill of the round, and with a minute left to go, it's a chop and change. Originally, what was a long play now turns into a mid play, now turns into short. As forZe, all of the pieces come together quite nicely, unless, Shui!
20 bullets!
It is indeed the nerf that comes back to bite him, and it's all down to Shane in the 1 versus 3.
Oh, this is a nightmare scenario for him. He can at least bag himself a kit and maybe a frag onto Zorta, who doesn't quite expect him that close. And Norby, he's low down towards long. In fact, they're all low. This is very possible. Oh, no. It's so close for Shane, but unfortunately, two octaves in the process. But Sui, he's going to go down immediately to Zorta. Very prominent on the AWP so far. 2 crucial frags, 2 rounds in a row. MHL does have a gap, but Jerry, well, he may not have been able to abuse that gap, but he abuses MHL instead. Head ripped cleanly off, and that's an open bomb site. And as you said, the disadvantageous weapons for MOUZ, they do come back to bite them.
Shalfie having a good tap away. The head found of Zershan down to 2. M4A1S included on Jimfat, and Shane going to pick one up as well. So I can only guess this is a save call now for the MOUZ NXT boys. No point risking the rifles here. Got to be careful here, Jimfat doesn't lose his life immediately. Will take the first fight and it goes his way. Problem is, completely pinned down, maybe unknowing that Shalfie currently resides underneath the I say recent, the recent in terms of Dust 2, but the change most recently in the mid position. Shalfie will eventually pick the kill up anyway, so it doesn't really matter where he stands. He's going to be M4A4 user now, but I can tell you my spray is even worse than that. I'm very much the burst fire kind of guy. Zorti is the one-shot headshot kind of guy. Doesn't matter the weapon, makes it pinpoint with the AWP to bring MOUZ NXT down to 3.
Oh, almost catches Sui as well towards the double doors, but drops a smoke instead. Will allow him to run down Suicide, as Yimfat is going to be rear flanking him. I like this maneuver from him. They've cleared out the entirety of B. They know there's nobody lower for the time being. Zorta, well, he's now on his own as Yimfat catches Kenty in the back lines. Almost a nice readjustment from the AWP there, but Sui cuts him through.
The trade, the 1-for-1 to begin this round. Up towards short MHL. He'll claim another. Down to 3. forZe stand a flashbang that puts Kenzie in his grave. And it goes from bad to worse for forZe. Norway spamming away for a couple of kills. Jimfat's flash might have just bought them a little bit of space in this one here, forZe. As Shalfie and Norway take on Jimfat and Shane, the 2v2. And it is indeed the post plant.
What a great recovery there from Norway to spray 2 down from the long angle. And a very tough recovery right on back for MOUZ NXT. Shalfie catches the head of the first, and Yimfat sees one on the site, but sprayed down to 25 already. It's only going to take one more bullet to seal the deal, and Norway, he's got his number, does get dinked in the process. Ramblings as Zorta looks to deal even more damage now he's on that bomb site. The bomb will be planted on A. The retake will be coming in shortly, as there is a severe lack of utility on this CT side, Ryan.
Yeah, and the HP bar's beginning to fade away. Jimfat at 12, Shui at 41. Boost over the top, sees Zershan down to a third of his HP gone. He won't find one over the top. Shui and Shane both with kills though. And Norway, a 1v4, will find the first, but the number's just too much. Plenty of time for the defuse. There's kits to go around. Zershan will have the 10-second stick, and ultimately MOUZ NXT to a 5th. That should have been a forZe round, but a great retake display by Southwood. A smoke towards Xbox from long. Zershan going to try and give himself a bit of space, but Shalfie, elevated angle, doesn't expect it. Now MHL in the middle of no man's land. He has to go chasing for kills. Shalfie spotted and taken down. There's still a fair few players to have a look at here, but no second smoke in MHL. He'll be using that as best as he can, but slip the net goes Norway. Jimfat, back turned. He'll get his head taken off his shoulders. An easy pickup despite having the advantage of seeing him. A shot from MHL.
86% win rate on the flip side. 1 played in the past 3 months for MOUZ. And the fact that they were so unconfident in it, they didn't even get any practice in the Academy League. Yeah, they're not a fan of Dust 2.
Jimfat will find one. A follow-up. Oh, it's only the Dink. Norby given a chance. 1v3. The bomb is going to be his priority. Goes to scoop it up and move back in. As soon as that bomb gets tapped, MHL. MHL,
no.
oh my word.
Yeah. It's Jerry. Oh, he's about to push his smoke. Almost gorgeous. Look at the damage done onto Yimpat and Shane. Big potential here, at least for forZe. Nice one way for Shelfie. He continues to abuse this smoke angle, but as the flashbangs rain on in. Oh, he's going to get dinked through the smoke. That's so unfortunate.
Brilliant.
Shane and Yimpat, a frag apiece. This is beautifully done by MOUZ NXT. And Zortek, he can't do anything but fall away here. The shining star for this forZe squad on the AWP. Only good for damage and a single frag in this one. Great stuff by MOUZ to recover that. And the dink above the smoke, the great pre-em. Oh, it's just brutal. It's so punishing.
They are the man down, and they've got to learn to respect that. A molly might offset a few of these site players as well. Run boost will be denied. Zershan still gets the kill though, and we're down to 3.
Okay.
And this is where it all could go wrong for forZe here, Tom. This is where it could get dicey.
2v3. Exertion's gotten a freebie. And he's seen another one towards short, but I don't think he realizes it. He definitely doesn't. The flash comes through. MHL fully blinds his teammate for a second there. But there's still hope. There's very little time, but there is still a glimmer of hope, especially if they can deal with Kenzie. Shelfie, at least temporarily, he's smoked off. They need to get to the site. They've isolated the first fight, but Kenzie finds a headshot. Gorgeously done, and that's a huge double for Shelfie. Doing work in middle, but he can't find the frag. Almost drops the bomb carrier. But that is at least good info for the time being. But what's even worse for forZe is they're now at a 2-man deficit. Norway finally trades one back. The ult rattles off in towards middle again. Can't quite catch the frag, but Sui, he's found himself an open A bomb site, and forZe are completely displaced once again. Then you know what that means. It's time for a save call as MHL gets that bomb down. Brilliant stuff from the young guns. And again, it's the double orb setup that fails the forZe side.
Bomb ticks away. MOUZ NXT will have themselves a 14th, pushing the boat further and further out to deny forZe a chance of taking their map pick. Of course, as you can see in the top left-hand corner, this is not the pick of MOUZ NXT. This is not their chance to strike, or at least it shouldn't have been on paper. It's Mirage up next. One of the stronger maps for MOUZ NXT and one of the weaknesses in the forZe map pool. Could be a 2-0, mate. I can't believe I'm saying it, but it really could be a 2-0 with how Dust 2's looking.
Well, Dust do a good bit of damage onto Zorta. Keeps him humble with the flashbangs too. But Kenzie's just found another one, and this does look like an 11th on the board for forZe. Oh no, oh Zershan, he's just walked straight past Jerry. Jerry hears him making footsteps. It's a free kill for him. He's not even looking the right way. And in this 2v5, well, for the first time in a while.
Oh my word.
Jesus, yeah, I agree. A lovely shot from Kenzie. Means that Shane, he's not in a good spot. Again, weapons can be dropped for MOUZ, but their economy that once looked infinite is slowly starting to dip, Ryan.
Definitely going to be taking a turn for the worst. All 5 surviving. Cautious Norway behind the smoke. Could be the do-all end-all of this round. AK, it'll be good for a couple. Tries to switch out the weapons. Got to scoop up another. Jerry's in position. And just when one teammate falls, another one gets going. It's a good start, but an even better response for MOUZ NXT as Kenzie burns in the flames down to 40 points of health. Jimbat eats the HE. And they're left with 58 points of health, but more importantly, MHL, a gap in the smoke gives them a chance. Bomb set down, but through the smoke. It is all down to the young gun, the 15-year-old prodigy, and he's found the first with the HE, looking for a second, looking for Zorti, hunting him down with the AK primed. It's an orb to face off against, and only with a kit to his name, no utility could be his chance, could be his downfall. Yimfat patiently waits, patiently Waiting, buying his time to strike up from the
Oh,
heavens. But a
no!
shot from Zorti, and it might just cost them the map.
MOUZ lineup to try and do it all in the 1v3. Oh, dearie me. The one time they decide that they want to give B a crack, it all falls to pieces. And Yimpa, has he been hurt yet? I don't think so.
What?
Zorta needs to start looking in his direction. That's the first kill. Norway's been spotted. They can go for the double swing here. But look at how low Norway is. He can still isolate these duels.
Yeah, he shouldn't go for a peek here, forZe. They really need to keep the souls alive. Yimpa looking for his way back in. A 1 versus 4 now could turn south very quickly. The nade is not good damage. 35 seconds, the smoke starts to fade. And for that now, forZe's aim going to be paired off, split in half. Yimpa baiting with the AK. Look at this, he's bringing the gun barrel out. He's trying to bait in any shots, any knowledge whatsoever. Jiggling out, spots the man, but Jerry...
And all of them have an unending amount of overtimes, and I'm definitely here for it. Oh my god, did you just see that? They rode Exertion's head, boosting themselves up for a kill, and then still managed to find that onto Exertion before he can react. This has gone from bad to worse in the past couple of rounds for MOUZ NXT. forZe, they've really found their mojo here. They're starting to run over them completely, and MHL caught off guard. Bomb is down, Orb is lost, and this is not a good start in the first overtime for the young European lineup.
That hurts to see, doesn't it? Yimpa looking for his way in. Jerry. Literally Xantares peeked him there. There is no other explanation to that one. Jerry will find the last.
And Shane, they've only got 30 seconds left. They need to act now, and they're clearing their corners. But will they clear Kenzie? No, they won't. It's a double kill opportunity here. Only a single, but there's not enough time to make it to the A site to plant. Jerry's already there to deny. And Exertion's in a nightmare scenario here, as he's already been spotted by both of the CTs.
He knows where both of them are. 8 seconds left. Oh, gonna have to squeeze in a bomb plant amidst the mayhem. He'll go for the tap, and the kill won't be found. It's 18. It's flawless. It's forZe in front.
Jerry, and he will be taking damage as so. Impact, though, deals some back, and Zorta catches one more in his tally. forZe now, they're looking to close things here and now. A 19-15 scoreline with this man advantage. Util keeps on raining down. But can the reigning Dust 2 champs really take it over here?
Yimpa, he'll look for the first kill. Zorta will deny. MHL alongside Shane. A 2 versus 4. HP bars low on a couple. Jumping across, the bomb gonna try and make its way out, and it will do exactly that. But it is Shane against the odds, against 4, and as he...
We need to see these pistols raining on through. I believe they're 100% the pistols as of yet. And Jerry, well, he's looking to change that quite quickly. Great damage done into MHL after finding the opening pick, and he's doing even more. Jerry, stuck alone on the site, manages to take 2 with him. Kenzie bags another. And already a 4v2 for forZe. Make that 4v1 as Norway chimes on in. And MHL, he may have a P250. He may be in a Zywoo-esque position. But man, he's just not got the health for it. Look at them closing down on his position. He's tapping away. They're doing...
Not ideal for the T-side to be sitting within. Shui gonna clear the angle, tapping away through the corner of the wall. A double dink. The third one, no strike to the scalp of Norway. MHL gonna get a good test towards middle. A smoke towards connector. They bound on through. Jerry back at the site. Shui, what blind finds it though?
Lovely headshot from the IGL, but can Kenzie get something done here with a deagle? Instead, it's Zorta to find one, and the spam does huge damage onto the pole. MHL forced away, playing from Sandwich, trying to bag a headshot. Oh, Yimpat saves his teammate's life. They're still hoping the 2v2 here, but Yimpat does fall. MHL, 7 HP, he's got so much to do. They don't have Util to flush him out, though, but they do spot him crossing back over towards the Tetris boxes. Almost a spray down. MHL, a valiant effort in Yimpat to keep him alive.
Kenzie having a good look towards connector, and for a 4 will best Xertion and Jimfa. That is Killer Tom. Unreal times. Continuing to show strength. Huey also taking a dink in the meantime. Shane pinned down in Palace as Kenzie finds a triple. Not done just yet, Shalfie. The M4 finally sliced out of the round, but the damage integral. Done and dusted. An incredible way for forZe to put themselves back in front. If forZe survive as well, that's money in their pockets like not seen before.
I don't want to say that MOUZ have lost their footing, but they're definitely not looking as confident here. Like, they go for the frags, but they don't land their shots, and they're trying to play clay pigeon shooting here with the flying T's on the A-bomb site. The impact does take a bit of damage there, and Zorta, what a flick onto MHL. Readjust his positioning, very appropriately so, and the bomb, well, it's yet to go down. Such a big kill to be finding. With 50 seconds left, there is still time to make the magic happen. But Shane, arguably in a worse position now in Palace, has been spotted by Zorta, does manage to make his way through. And with the ult firing off from towards jungle, they realise that he can't be in CT, and it is safe to plant that bomb. Shane catches the first head, Impact the second, and Norway a posthumous frag. They could well be losing the IGL to Shelfie, waiting patiently towards ladder and with a crossfire from window. Just pacing himself to chime on in. Shelfie hears the footsteps. Shelfie bangs a frag along with Zorta. And in this 5v2, already MOUZ should be thinking about just going for some exits, going to save some of these rifles on over, but Zorta doesn't give him a chance, you know? Like, yeah, I died 6 times in the same day as Exertion and MHL. Oh, they clear out middle. And finally, MOUZ are looking a bit more promising in one of these gun rounds. They have taken a few away, but the one they did win was with a single player surviving. If they can take this and have all 4, maybe 3 left in the back pocket, then it'll give their economy some breathing room, which is something they so desperately need to allow for. Jerry will be rotating his way to the Palace. And oh, that's so unlucky. Shane waiting at the top of the ladder almost goes down to the spam through the wood.
Bomb set down, Xertion to punch in the digits, but Jerry hot on the heels in a position that MOUZ NXT won't be expecting for a little while. A boost to come out, but MHL will read into it. That is brilliant from Shuey as he finds another, and heads are rolling. It's Kenzie against 4, and while he's good for the first, it's done. It's over. This is chalked up to be a victory for MOUZ NXT. It's a 5th. Smokes towards A. A fake may be. The mid presence is good for Kenzie to find the opening kill though. Looking over the top of the smoke, Xertion will duck underneath Zorta. His AWP's found another. It's a 5v3. MOUZ NXT when against the rifles they crumble.
Oh no, Exertion standing right in the eye line of Kenzie. I thought for a second there he would have been able to readjust in time, but no. It's not that simple. MHL, it's an awesome boost above the smoke on T-Ramp, but it's only good for a single kill, and it's already a 2v4. Sui does stay put with the bomb in tow. Don't know if that's necessarily a good idea. Fully blinded by the flash that rains on through. And very soon it could be a CT raining down on his parade. As they know they've got the advantage, and they know it's better to take these weapons away, especially with MHL on that AWP. Their own economy's not fantastic, though, and that might be the thing that limits them from doing anything particularly crazy on the hunt. But they don't need to fly for the CT side. Exertion, oh my goodness, no holds barred, running straight onto the site. How the hell has he made it all the way to T-Spawn already? Shane, what a readjustment. Down goes Jerry as well. Exertion bags one more, and this round is going to be over before it's even begun. Shelfie finally trades one away. But it's a 1v4, and he does catch MHL off guard as well. Perhaps there is some hoping. Impact runs round over MOUZ NXT. I'm sorry, I watched Kenobi last night, and it's got me in the mood for some Star Wars puns. But Stewie, oh, he's got no time to listen to my ramblings as Zorta falls to the wayside early. Exertion bags another MHL on for more on this force bite. Oh, it's been absolutely shredded. Nothing left but Jerry and a Galil. No utility, no bomb. And he does have the first frag. The MP9 doesn't fire off a shot, but Jerry, just 11 HP here. It does just look like a bridge too far.
The end of his life, you can hear the bullets landing. Oh my god, Shane's molly nearly killing himself. MHL will find one with the AWP. Kenzie's response, putting them down to 2. Impact needed to go nuclear with this M4A1S. Can he do so? Can he bring this one up to the maximum? The spam is good for Jerry, and now the 1v3 required.
I was going to say, if he was looking for frags, he'd need to find one quickly, otherwise his teammate would go down immediately. Impact already makes it up to the stairs, but doesn't check his sides. Kenzie comes in.
Having a good peek. Xertion He'll find the kill while blind Shalfie makes his way through connector. And that will be the man advantage falling in favor of forZe once more. Jimfat gonna find the first, looking for a second. Surely not, no, the ammunition, 20 bullets is gonna be his life lost. Shalfie finding a second as well. Down to MHL, a 1v3. This has to be a save. This has to be the round over and done with. forZe will find 10.
To stack towards his B-bomb site now. Yimpat has to be a hero here. Exertion cut down in his tracks, and Yimpat find the first, not the second. This could very well be a 12 for forZe. 2 CTs now to receive this onslaught, but it's a 2v4 on the B site, and time, it might be ticking away. Sui, he can't deny the plant. He's not in the right position. Will catch one, though, on the rear flank. Catches another from the bench position. Sorta, though, cuts him down, and it's all up to Shane in the 1v2. He waltzes his way out of market. Just about sees a picture of Zorta.
Of Shane pulling out the desperation attempt. A smoke in Jerry's face. He doesn't know where this one's come from or what the purpose is. The intention is to let Shane free. Xerxin, he'll find another though. The spam is looking good for Xerxin. The A1S finding a few. Could make it a hat-trick as Jerry sits within the smoke fumes and eventually will fall. Shalfie a 1v4. Good for the first. The smoke starts to fade. T-spawn could be their demise. Zorta preoccupied with the players in CT. Will spot out one, baited in by Shui, and this will only add to the effect. As from behind, Xerxin will strike down to 2. The spam's all right. Shalfie's position needs to tap away, needs to find the kills, but none of them go the way of forZe, and for that, we're 13 all.
Oh, what a beautiful retake there from MOUZ NXT. They don't let a single player drop. All the shots they land was nuts, and the fact that he follows through with it, leaving this as a winnable scenario for forZe. Oh, it makes it even more nerve-wracking for the CTs. They know they can't lose this round. Oh, and Yimpat's just gone down. MHL, he's got the info. He hears the jumping. Norway's making his way over towards connector, but the bomb's on B. Oh no, not like this.
No,
MHL's just made steps. Oh, it's only a leg! Norway, what a round!
Assist his teammate, but Zorti, he's going to let him go aggressive. They're going to let the Deagle run forward, and Zorti in on default, ice in his veins, and he'll wait for his chance to strike as he hears the CTs moving, but he will not find a kill, and Ken sees Deagle to do it all. The nade, he'll be launched in, it's no damage done, it's a stick from Shui, it's 5 seconds, and Shane will hold him up top. We go to overtime on Mirage.
Oh, we're doing it all over again, Ryan.
Face into this AWP. MHL, he'll be baited into the shot, and a second kill for Kenzie, down to the 2-on-2. AWP scooped up as well. Yimfat from short, Xerxin from CT. Split attempt, but the bomb's planted on short. They don't know where these T's are gonna lie. They don't know where they stand. They just know that Kenzie was in jungle, but there was plenty of time to escape the scene as the bomb continues to tick. Kenzie's positioning so advanced. Xerxin will walk right into the AWP, Willie, because the M4 bests the opening engagement. Norway, he'll take a second fight. Yimfat's a stick, and the spam through the smoke.
3 players towards the B apartments now in forZe. Well, they do look to finish towards the less heavily defended site, but it's not by much. And with those rotations coming in, they're going to have a damn hot MHL to deal with.
Nice shot at the AWP. It finds more. Looking confident as well as he finds a second. MHL, a master. He's holding the angle. A molly will to hinder a little bit. Shane to jump into the jaws of the A4. Norway looking for more. The A1S will claim another. Xerxin will find a follow-up, but it's a 2 versus 1. They know where the last is, and this might just be 17. This might just be forZe, and their chance to strike thrice, as it's a 1 versus 2 for the Israeli. 25 seconds. Jerry in apartments will peek in. Position compromise from the left, from the right, but the gamble is to fight Norway, and he will not. He hasn't had the greatest of games, 16 and 20. We talked about the stint that he had on Dust 2 and how empowering he looked. This would be an optimal time to step up and show his value, show his face, but Kenzie will find a second. The AK of Jerry to find the third, and we might need more than 1 overtime to separate these sides. With 17 seconds to go, it's a 2 versus 4, and 1 overtime. Sure as hell isn't enough between these two, as a Tech 9 from MHL will find a double. We go again into double overtime.
Oh, godly attempt there. An advantageous scenario like this can flip completely on its head. As Suey does catch another onto Norway. The Deagle criminal from early on. Zorta left to deal a killing blow, makes it a double, looking for more. Dancing around the back of the bomb site, does further damage, but Xerxen shuts him through. But they've not cleared Shelfie. This trigger discipline is fantastic. That's the bomb. Can he find the kill? Yes, he can. Isolates the bomb. Isolates his fight, but Xerxen cuts him through. 1v2 now for Jerry. Still very winnable, but a lot harder than it well could have been. Here's the reload though, Ryan. And the bomb plant. Oh no, surely not. Jerry, that's so util it rains on down. They're jumping out of the apartment, but they don't check Forest. First will fall. Xerxen and Shane, they find a frag apiece. Molotov burning Shelfie to a crisp, but it's still a 3v3 as the fight for the B-bomb site will continue to ensue. Oh, but the grenade onto the bomb planter, that is a tragedy. Xerxen as well, his feet being tickled by the barrel of Jerry's A1S. They're practically kissing each other in the smoke. What is going on here?
Xerxen waiting for the smoke. He'll find one.
Oh
and
my
second.
God!
And Xerxen with all.
Molotov down to deny a bit more presence towards the truck position, and MHL from short. This mischievous AWPer, he's gone to do an around the world. I don't know if that's necessarily the play though, leaving Xerxen on his own in this 1v2 scenario. Xerxen though, oh, he deals with it beautifully, peeking around the edge of the smoke, leaving just Kenzie last alive in the 1v2, but we've seen so many 1v2s for this forZe squad so far. How could this one be any different? He's just waiting for the fights to isolate themselves. Xerxen looks so keen to swing, but he's kept himself reserved, and so has MHL. MHL's got a beautiful crossfire. They know exactly where the bomb's been dropped. But oh, MHL misses the shot. Down to 9 HP, and Kenzie continues to wriggle his way around the bomb site. Almost catches Xerxen, but no.
Something that MOUZ NXT can afford to use is being on that CT side. We know humble beginnings can really spiral out of control, but Shui and MHL way too complacent, overextensive, and that will cost them their life. Jerry looking towards B. Xerxen will pick him up though, so a 4-on-3 at least gathered. Kenzie on short, he'll close the gap on Xerxen, and with that, the B bomb site left vacant.
I don't know if they know this though. They're still hedging their bets towards this A site. Surging out of connector, they've got not quite a crossfire yet, but Shane and Yimpat, they know what's happening, and they're gonna find, oh, almost two! Gorgeous readjustment from Kenzie and Shelfie! Kill, actually. He's had -1 kill in overtime. And that was it. That was his confidence booster. That was his chance to secure the third map. But instead, it's a third overtime secured by the AWPer. And oh my good lord, it could not have been done in a more dazzling, exciting fashion. Shane looks to drizzle in a bit of excitement of his own. He's walking into Norway. Shoot the man. He's got the frag. Shane looking for a double, but Sui instead to find the second. 1v3 now for Kenzie. He's done miracles this game so far.
Shot. A minute and 25 on this clock. That winds down what could be a flawless CT side. Kenzie, look to your right, mate. There's someone in triple box. How has this gone unchecked? Shane with a double. Got to be careful of the ammunition, but it's Zorti in a 1 versus 4. And the flag from behind, the backstab from Xerxen. And we are 1 round away from a third.
Well, unfortunately for Yimpat, he's not really had the same level of damage as Xerxen. Oh, that's a gorgeous 3K entry. That's it. Surely we close things down here and now. That is an impeccable display of Counter-Strike from the young entry fragger. And Zorta is completely trapped. What can he do here? Well, he can actually kill Shui apparently, but Shane decapitates Zorta in the process, leaving Norway in the 1v4.
This is too far gone. This is 25. This is gonna be the end of the map. And it took us 30 rounds, and it goes 15 all. It took us 3 overtimes, and finally MOUZ NXT.
10,000 meter sprint. And now they're looking to complete the half marathon. As Xerxen decapitates the first, MHL follows through, but Zorta's in for a dastardly double. Sui in towards the heavens. Waits patiently with the impact. Have now both been spotted. They go 1 for 1 with the Heaven players. MHL in from a main. This is his chance to gain some territory. They don't realize both of the players on this T side are on the bomb site itself. Norway now going for a bit of a gander, a bit of a hunt towards A main. As MHL ensures there is no vent drop. Shui almost landing that headshot, but instead it's Norway to capitulate and decapitate as MHL needs to drop
the bomb. It will get set down, and eventually that should be the round done and dusted. MOUZ NXT, surprisingly good damage rate on a round that they, you know, a couple of kills is worthwhile. Making it as close as it was at the beginning, that was very scary for them.
Oh no. Shane bagging another one. As you said, props to them for doing all the damage, and damage they shall continue to do. As it's just Shelfie in the 1v2, they've actually done it. MOUZ NXT,
Wow.
They steal away the round on the weaker weaponry. They bag an AK and some kills for their trouble. And they bag themselves an equalised round. My goodness, what a way to do good on forZe. If they can take down one more player, they will struggle a little bit. Especially in terms of their utility. Because that will have to be rifles dropped on over. They've got decent loss bonus behind them, but it's still not going to be enough for a fall by a Shelfie decapitates MHL, and that is an AWP out of play. Exactly the thing that they wanted to avoid on MOUZ. Other than that, a very convincing round for this forZe squad. Shui just about clings on. Oh no, this is a full B execute by forZe. Yimpat has a lot to deal with. Finds the first, brings it into the 2v4. Can he find a second onto Kenzie, who's still waiting by the windows? Not quite. Instead, it's going to be sorted down towards the double doors, and Yimpat, he's completely pincered. He's isolated in this fight. Zershan needs to hurry up and help him out. As Zorta, that's a gorgeous headshot to land. Zershan really needs to deal with Zorta now. This is getting a bit out of control, and finally MOUZ. Because if you can find a 15-year-old, yeah, if you can find a 15-year-old that good, you can definitely find some 14-year-olds who are just at the same level. So back to the game though. It will be Shelfie to fall early. Jerry falls as well, and Yimpat, you saucy goose, he does even further damage to Norway. And MHL, a little bit of a slippery miss, but goes back in, decapitates Norway, 50 cal to the cranium, and Ryan, that's a very swift 9th round. All that's left is Zorta. Trust the AWP, 20 seconds to go. Can they kill him after time is the question I've got on my mind right now.
They go be hunted. 12 seconds left. Zorta, got to be careful. As he said, not to lose the big green. He'll peek back in. And you can hear the noise, but MOUZ NXT, I think, respecting him a little bit. Won't quite connect with the mark, and Jerry, he himself, now tucked in towards bottom silo. Now, do you reckon it's time for me to deliver my cool stat about Nuke?
I'll give it a second, because that Molotov is about to pin Jerry in a corner. Jerry, you saucy man! Decapitation central towards outside here, as Yimpat needs to find this frag, and 2 more to the tally. This shouldn't be a round they're losing. It's going to have to be an ace clutch for Yimpat here, and Shelfie's already on the hunt to ensure that that never comes into fruition. This could be it. He could be falling to his fate here. Oh, but he's going in
number 6. I think that'll sting for them a little bit, and they definitely, especially in a tournament setting, they want this round and they want this map more than anyone else. Yimpat in the meantime going to be denying Kenzie from behind, not finding a kill. And with that, I think it's going to have to be another save here for forZe. 35 seconds of 2 versus 4. The double AWP rant setup does wonders as Yimpat, low HP player, is going to have to do a lot here. MHL spammed on down, and Yimpat finds the first Mirage and does too. Zershan, no. Oh, he's not in a very favourable position here. Flashbang misses the mark, and he may well miss it as well, as he continues to get pressured in towards vents, and Zorta bags an excellent frag, but Yimpat, oh, he's in from the heavens, only good for a single, and Zorta doubles up on the entry. Triple in total, and that's gorgeous stuff from the weaker buy. 4s are out of nowhere. It looks like they will be taking my threshold of 4 in their stride, and Jerry, he's looking for even more. A shame the full HP player gets decapitated. MHL looking to save in the 1v4, but I highly doubt that will be possible as Shelfie's on the hunt. Dropping a smoke to isolate the angle of which he has to attack from. Good grenade, big damage, big kill as well. Make it a double, almost a triple, but Shelfie and Norway, they keep things in tow as Impact misses the opportunity on his spray. Zershan, though, does find one, and oh, Shane, that's dastardly. Bomb is dropped, he's running around the side, but chucks a smoke straight into the leg of Shelfie, and that, of course, will not be enough to keep him down.
Shelfie now, Molotov's the vent. Zershan has no entry in. And this will be a free bomb plant on B for Shelfie should he choose to accept it. Not at the best game so far, 6 in 10. Zershan quite the opposite. But Shelfie's repositioning is fantastic, and if Zershan doesn't clear this corner, it will be a 5th on the board for forZe. And far more rounds than I believe either of us anticipated. forZe, brilliant 5th. Cuts on through, and Jerry now avoids getting cut on through early doors, but MHL ensures he gets his fair share. Shelfie a trade onto Yimpat, but great outside presence early on by MOUZ. Can they keep this up against the pesky Desert Eagles?
And a good look towards outside. Shui looks to be leading the charge. These Eagles could be good for a couple of kills. The 5-7. Oh, the 5-7 of Norway. Kenzie's Deagle with the 3rd. And just like that, it's Shane left alone in a 1 versus 3.
Yeah, that's a bit of a problem there for MOUZ, if I'm honest with you, right? Rather reminiscent of what happened on the first half of our map of Nuke. Glock does good work, but it's not going to do enough damage in this deadly game of cards. Oh my!
Shui finding the opening kill.
They've not checked him.
Oh, Zershan's gone. Norway, he will respond. A 4 versus 4, and he slips away with his life. Zorti gonna find another. A 2-man advantage. In fact, a wall bang. I don't know what's just happened. Collateral, maybe? But a 4-on-2. Now a 4-on-1. It's just MHL alive. And MOUZ NXT, this buy has gone as southern as it could go.
Oh, the timing
is just... Good look towards the position of Shui. Very aggressive, very forward-facing for this A site. Spam coming out, he will find Norway. That's caught them off guard. Shelfie realizing his mistake maybe. Not a grip towards outside. Zershan a second missed molly. In fact, no, it was the correct position for Zershan to capitalize. And a 2v4 forZe. While it was a good start, MOUZ NXT now finding their value on this CT side, on the T side rather.
Each other, Zorta as well. Looking to do his damn best towards the lower side of Secret. Shelfie, a great swing off of Kenzie's flash. Can Zorta be the man to pick up another kill? No, doesn't even fire off the shot as Yimpat. That is a gorgeous swing. B-side now under pressure, and Shane, if he can catch either one of these 2 ramp players, he'd make life a lot easier for his teammates, but instead it's only 95 onto Kenzie, as Yimpat has to do considerably more damage.
4v3, man advantage in favor of forZe. They're going to be going for this retake though. No point not. Yimpat up close. We'll find the first. MHL a second. No kills going in the way of the forZe side as the AWP finds the 3rd. Yimpat with the 4th. And with that, MOUZ
Take them. And then they'll let something slip. They'll let something slip to a Deagle like they did up against Norway in the previous, or this time a mere USP. Zershan falls early. Sui's trapped on 36 health, and he's been completely overwhelmed. Surely I've not called it again. Not the pistols. Another damning time. But Shane, he brings things back into even numbers. Gorgeous 2k2 the tally. Shelfie looks for action, and they keep on solo swinging. Finally a trade from Jerry. And it's into a 2v2 scenario, but Zorta being mischievous towards the ramp. Can he catch either of these players off guard as the bomb is planted on A?
Bomb ticking. MOUZ NXT's chance of winning keeps getting better by the second.
Wait, look at this swing.
Oh, Zorti, oh my word. Now MHL in the 1v2, isolated towards the close vent. Oh, John can't get it. Jerry's got the 1v2 with the 3k in the round. And forZe are up to 12.
That was just
to tick. There's only a few players that you can look at. Shelfie going aggressive, and that'll be the end of his life because of it. Down to 2 now, the forZe side stands. Not ideal.
Yeah, can they at least hold on to this AWP on Zorta? Zershan says no, finds the first, sees the second. Look at this game of cat and mouse, dancing around the boxes. forZe are not anything else, and Shane, well, he's about to be preoccupied by 4 different CTs as they go for a full lobby crunch. Now is the perfect opportunity for MOUZ to bolt it down Secret. Oh, come swing back in through a main. Zorta, a mischievous repositioning, leaves himself tucked under hell. And Kenzie and Shelfie, they've got a crossfire. Another man comes in from heaven, but the crossfire doesn't last long. It doesn't need to. It's Shelfie! Oh my god!
Continues to grow, continues to show that they can win this matchup. Having a good spam, Kenzie the second. Oh, mate, surely not like this. Surely not like this. forZe are going to win another round. It's a 5v3.
Man, I don't know where they get this energy from. And in this 5v3, it seems near impossible to even up the numbers. MHL, he's been spotted. Down he goes to Jerry, top of heart, sorry. As Norway bags Xerxes and Yimpat is last alive. Bullied by Jerry.
Or die. Go big or go home. And it might just be going home as forZe man advantage. A second kill denied. Jimfat, it's a monster entry for the 15-year-old. The Finn goes bigger as Shui finds another. Sorty up close will find the no-scope. It's a 2-on-3. The comedic way to start this round might just be the beginning of the end, though, as it's Kenzie against 3. He's good for the first. Low HP for Shui, and so Shane required to step up. Kenzie. He'll chuck the flash in to get the information. No one's in on the closed vent. Molly to go towards backside. Shelfie, he makes it 3 now for MOUZ NXT. MHL just holding the angle. No one wants to peek. No one wants to be the man to die. Shane will find Zorty. So there is a chance. There is a really good chance. M4A1S, oh no, missed shots. MHL, the Molly is fluffed a little bit, so he has to play patience. Peeking around, another missed shot for the AWP though. Not ideal as Shelfie picks him up. 2 men for the job, now made 1. It's Shane against 3.
Running around with a nade in hand. Without considering using it on himself after all his teammates are mullered outside. Gives up his positioning with his constant scoping in Xerxes. Oh, he could be in for the huge double here, and he will be! That is massive from Xerxes. But a quick kill from Norway means it's still a competitive scenario.
Oh, maybe not so much now.
Possibly not.
There is a chance though. A 1v3. Kenzie against them all.
He's got the angle.
Bomb dropped as well. Down to 2. Shane and Yimfat. They need 1 kill between them. A smoke will be used and bunny hopping across. They will be able to escape. Bomb set down. Yimfat, oh, you can't go aggressive here, but he will actually catch him through the end of the smoke. 16 all.
Shower.
Yeah.
And
cry yourself to sleep.
Cry myself to sleep. Give my voice a bit of rest as Kenzie. Oh, there's no rest for the wicked. A huge double kill, switching from main weapon to sidearm. The Shelfie finding another. And it's never ending. The kill feed constantly lit up by both sides, and Jerry fluffs his lines. Loses out on a huge opportunity to find a frag, but Norway does not. MHL not fast enough. It's Kenzie instead, and forZe availing 17-16 at the end of our first half of our first overtime on our third. But Kenzie, he's got a lot of information himself, as Shui could be going down towards the outside here, and he promptly will. Grenade flies in towards Squeaky, and oh, the AWP shot almost connects. Shelfie lucky to be alive here. Stuck in the smoke for the time being, and does go down to Shane. Great pre-fire. There's Kenzie. He might be low HP, but Yimpat's just heard him. Very impactful call here as Shane will now keep his eyes firmly fixated on the heavens. This needs to be a 3-man pincer from forZe, and they need to do it in stylish succession as Shane bags the first. Xerxes the second, all onto Kenzie. Down he goes, and Ryan, it's finally happened!